how y'all doing today? I'm doing well. I've already filmed this video, but I didn't like how it came out, so I'm gonna redo it. Plus, I filmed it like 3 weeks ago, and a lot more has happened in my life in the past 3 weeks, so I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. And the other one of this I filmed, I didn't do my makeup. I was just like talking, but I'm gonna do my makeup in this so I can like talk with my hands. Hi, I'm back. I did not mean to go on a hiatus that long. This whole entire year has been like being on a roller coaster going 300 miles an hour, and I can't stop it. I can't get off. I'm just kind of like here. It's been a little crazy for me. I guess first you will notice the background is different. I moved. We bought a new house. In this house, I actually have a studio. So this is my studio. It's just not decorated because I don't know what I want to do, and I'll get back to that. And then other big news, I am 8 months pregnant. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have a lot that's been going on, you guys. I guess I'll start with the start of 2025. I found out I was pregnant on January the 3rd, and I'll do a video on how I found out I was pregnant and everything. Because I did one like that with my daughter, like its own separate video, so I felt like it would be fair for me to do another one like about my son. Yeah, spoiler alert, I'm having a boy. So January 3rd, I found out I was pregnant, and it is currently, I think we're in August. It's August the 5th at the time of me filming this. It's been a long year. I have been super pregnant. That's January. And if you've ever been pregnant, the first trimester is rough. All the trimesters are rough. I mean, they're rough in their own ways, but the first one, I did have morning sickness with him. It wasn't quite as bad as when I was pregnant with my daughter. I literally was so sick with her. I lost 13 pounds because I couldn't keep any food down. And for him, that was only the first trimester. So after that, it got a little bit better. But so that was like January. And then February, I got really sick with the flu. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had a fever of over 100 for like 5 days straight, and I couldn't break it because I couldn't take anything. You can't take hardly any medicine when you're pregnant. So I couldn't take any medicine for it. And I was just so sick. I was sweating. I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't sleep because of how horrible I felt. And after a week of being sick, I was so sick that I lost my voice for 2 weeks. So I finally get my, life back on track, and then boom. I mean, the whole month of February, the flu pretty much took me out. Towards the end of February, our house that we bought came up on the market for sale. Mind you, I still have no voice. Oh my gosh, it was a mess. It came up, and we've been looking for a house honestly for like 3 years now. Well, really since my daughter was born. This house came up on the market, and I messaged the realtor, and I was like, oh my gosh, can we go see this house? And she replied, I was just in line at CVS and I saw it pop up, and I thought of you guys because the house is in the location we were looking for, the square footage we were looking for, the price range. Like it was, this was like exactly what we were looking for. She showed us the house, and it had been on the market for 1 day, and I think 8 other people had already gone to look at it that day. She squeezed us in, like she stayed over after her normal working hours to squeeze us in because like we wanted this house really bad, and she said it was gonna go fast. We go to put our offer in. This was all so fast. We didn't have time to tell our families or anything because this all just happened in like the literal blink of an eye. We had to get in contact with the mortgage company and everything, and when we filled out the paperwork, we had a down deposit, and for some reason that got confused as a down deposit after we sell our house. So we were down under a contingency to sell our house for some reason. And I asked the realtor, I was like, I don't understand why that happened because we have this down deposit, our credit's good, everything's great. She looked through it and saw that was like with selling our house, and she got that straightened out on a Friday at like 4:45 when all these places closed at 5 o'clock. It was stressful. Again, I still had no voice. So when I looked at, she showed us the house, and we were still listed under the contingency thing. Well, anyway, they got that fixed through, and they put our information through again with the fixed numbers. We were able to get our offer put in, and she called us the next day. I don't know why, but my grandma was watching our daughter. Me and my husband were at home, and we knew we were going to hear back at some point that day. So we were just like, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Was that too far away? I don't know. So we were just at home. I don't know what we were even doing. Like, we were just, I remember we were on the couch either watching a show or playing a video game. Our nerves were through the roof because I'm pregnant. Our old house, we didn't have room for the baby. It was a lot. She called and I answered and she said, "You got a house." And I couldn't even scream or anything because I had no voice, and we were so excited. So then we had to start the 30-day closing process. The family that we bought the house from, they were still living here. So we just had to wait. That was the end of February, all that happened. We found out we were getting a house, so from March, I think we closed on the house like March 26th or something. So for the whole month of March, we were packing our old house. I was going through crap that we didn't use and getting rid of stuff to go to Goodwill. Even though our house is bigger, like we went from living in an 800 square foot house to a 2,800 square foot house. We have like triple the size of house, and it's so freaking nice. March, I was going through stuff, getting ready to move. And then after we closed, we came to the house and it needed some work. When we came to look at it, I couldn't smell anything. There was a really bad smell of like dog pee in the carpet. So we worked on the house for 2 weeks before we moved in. Well, the upstairs. The downstairs we have not done anything to yet. I'm hoping we can work on that soon though, because I'll get to like the plans for the house. We had a lot to do. We bought new appliances. We got those delivered. The hardwood floors from where we took the carpet up, they had some stains on them. So we had some guys come over and they stained the hardwood floors upstairs like a nice dark wood. Oh, it looks so good. In April, we moved in, and moving when you are 4 months pregnant is rough. Let me tell you, it was not easy. And when we moved in, we went, I think, a good month with no internet because they could not like get to us. I guess they were backed up. That was like the soonest they had. I didn't even really care. Normally I would have, but we had so much stuff to do in the house that I just didn't even care. And here it is, August. I mean, we've been here for a few months now, but I don't have everything done even after we got internet. My husband, we have a big enough house that I'm downstairs, like my studio's downstairs, and he also has one downstairs. We have a house big enough to where we both have like our own like flex space. Mine is still empty because I don't know what I want to do with it. I've got everything set up like this side, the stuff you guys can't see. I've got my makeup vanity here, my PC is over there. Everything is great, but the background, like, I hate this door and I hate that closet. I wish there was just a wall there. I could just decorate it because I'll be doing gaming videos on my PC over there and you'll see more of the closet. And so I told him, I do like the idea of having the storage space, but I told him I thought about, because I had him paint the doors white because I thought, I don't know, I hate it. I hate this door. I hate that door. But I told him I thought about taking the doors off and putting shelves in the closet and having like a display. But I'm like, what do I even display? I don't know what I want to decorate with. I don't know if I want to do gamer stuff or if I want to do like my goth girl stuff. I don't know. I have no idea what. That's why it's so blank, because I have all these options and I don't know what to do with them. And then his space in there, he's got like a Warhammer room. He's really into Warhammer and he paints these minis and he goes to this game store about half an hour away and he plays with his friends. It's like a tabletop game. He's invested a lot of time and stuff into his little guys. That's his room. He already knew what he wanted with his. And he's got like it decorated and it looks really good in there. And he bought some display shelves for his little army. I don't know. His room is looking great, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do in here. Other than I just wanted it to be like for YouTube. I knew that's as far as I knew. That was April into May, and then when we moved in, I think it was in May. Our home insurance randomly canceled us. Well, first they sent us this thing in the mail. Like, we had just bought this house. They sent us a thing in the mail, and they have a list of all of the reasons they're gonna cancel us. One of them on there was undisclosed trampoline. We didn't even have a trampoline, but the previous owners did. So either they came and looked at it before we closed on the house, or they looked at pictures online. So this stupid home insurance canceled us. Before they did, they told us we had like 30 days to fix all the stuff that they wanted gone, and it was stuff like trimming the bushes, weeds growing. It was just really stupid. So we had to do all that. We had to deal with that, and that put working on our old house to the back burner because we had to do this because we were trying not to lose our insurance, and they ended up friggin' canceling us anyway. But like, we had an extension to fix all the stuff they wanted gone. but they canceled us anyway. So the insurance lady, poor thing, she felt so bad because she told them, she's like, they literally just bought this house. You know, we were working on the inside stuff first. Like, they didn't say anything about the inside. So I'm like, y'all did not send anybody to come over and look at this house. I can guarantee you. Y'all either looked at pictures online or sent somebody to like drive by and take a look at it. But it was just really stupid. We had to deal with getting new insurance on the house, and we finally got that settled. So then, well, it was time to work on the old house so we could get it listed for sale. And that was a couple weeks of work. And I tried to help my husband. My poor husband's had to do a lot because of me being pregnant, and I feel so bad. He did a lot of work over there. I tried. I painted the lattice on the outside, and we had it listed for sale. And I think it was like about 2 weeks it was listed, and then it sold. I don't think I mentioned when we bought our house, I told you there was 8 other people that came to look at this house, and you know, we had that contingency to sell our house. Day one, there were 5 other offers on this house that we got. Absolutely insane. I felt like I could have thrown up when I found out about that, because I was like, we nearly did not get this house. That was actually it. I'm so glad things worked out the way they did though, because I really love living here. The neighbors, super cool. Apparently it's a really good place for trick-or-treating. So like, a lot of people have told me that. They're like, oh yeah, I go trick-or-treating up there. I'm like, okay. I knew my best friend brought her kids up here trick-or-treating. Other than that, like, I don't know. I hadn't really heard of anybody else say that. So I guess now I'm gonna have to stock up on candies. Speaking of Halloween time, my son's eviction date is September the 3rd as of right now. My actual due date with him is September the 9th, but I requested another C-section, and I'm getting my tubes tied because I just can't. Being pregnant is just too much. I've never felt worse in my life. Right now I probably seem like I'm okay, but when I get home from work, a lot of times I just cry. I haven't slept since last Christmas, like hardly at all. And especially lately, I wake up around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I go to bed at like 6 a.m. and then I go to work. It's just really, really hard. I've been meaning to download Tales of the Shire and play that since I'm up, because I've been reading Webtoon. It's like an app with comics. In the Insomniac hours, that's kind of what I've been doing to keep myself sane. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know if there's anything else. So the pregnancy. Like I said, I found out I was pregnant on January the 3rd. I was only 4 weeks pregnant. It was early, so it feels like I've been pregnant forever. First trimester kind of flew by. I was sick, and then I was sick with the flu during that time too, so my nerves were through the roof. Second trimester, I started feeling better. The morning sickness went away. That was around the time of us moving, you know, busy moving and stuff. When I hit 20 weeks, everything just went downhill. I started feeling like crap. The main thing I've had is the fatigue. No matter how much rest I get or anything, I'm just like so tired. It came time to do my blood sugar test, and I failed that. I had to go do the 3-hour test, which was actually my worst nightmare because I hate having my blood drawn. My husband went with me, thank God. I had to get my 3-hour test, and then since I have O negative blood type, I have to get the RhoGAM shot when I'm pregnant too, on top of all that. I had to get a shot. So you have to get that if you're O negative in case the baby has a different blood type than you. I had to get it with my daughter, and then after you have your baby, if your baby has a different blood type than you have to get a second one. So Serena's got my blood type, so I did not have to get it with her again. But I don't know about this one. I haven't had him yet. Yeah, I had to do the 3-hour sugar test plus the RhoGAM shot all in one appointment, and I could have just died. That was awful. I go back to the doctor's office. The doctor was not there because his wife had to have surgery, but the midwife was working, and she's the one that like checked up on me and stuff. And she's like, oh, everything's going good? You and the baby are doing good? And I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, you're good to go. And I was like, I got an email that I failed the 3-hour gestational test. And she's like, let me double check that. She leaves the room and comes back, and she's like, I don't know how we overlook that. I'm like, okay, good thing I freaking pay attention to stuff. She put an order in for this machine, and I have to prick my finger once in the morning and then an hour after every meal that I eat. So 4 times a day. I have to write down what my blood sugar is, and then she also told me to write down what I ate with that so that I know if that's what caused it. I always thought with like being diabetic, it was something that was caused by like the stuff you eat, but apparently not. It's just, well, this is different. This is gestational diabetes. Apparently this is just how the pregnancy makes your body take sugar, your pancreas or your liver or kidney, I don't know, some kind of organ. The doctor was telling me, but I was honestly I was still focusing on having to prick my finger 4 times a day. I was like, Oh god. Some women, apparently it goes away after you have the baby, but some it turns into type 2 diabetes, so we will see what happens. I used to be vegetarian. That was like 13 years of my life, and then after I had my daughter, it was just a little too difficult to keep that lifestyle going. The last time I went to the doctor, so this is like getting into the 3 week, oh, remember I was telling you I had 3 weeks ago I had filmed this video and more has happened. So I went to the doctor, he checked me out, listened to the baby's heart rate and everything, and then he's like, okay, he told me everything was good. The sugar chart I've been writing down for the past few weeks, he said everything was good. But after he listened to the baby's heart rate, he's like, I'm gonna do a non-stress test on you today, which I had never done that in my life. I didn't really even know what it was. So they took me into this room and they sat me on a recliner and they put 2 belts across my belly, and one I believe was monitoring his heart rate and the other one she told me was checking to see if I was having contractions. I don't know. I had my daughter at 36 weeks, so a part of me was wondering if they were just doing all that because of the fact that I had her early. Like I don't really know. But anyway, then they gave me this pen looking thing and I had to click it every time I felt the baby kick. So I had to be hooked up on that for 20 minutes. The doctor came in and he's like, oh, well, first when I went into that room, I was stressed out of my mind because the nurse walked in and she's like, oh, could y'all not feel the baby kick? And I was like, no, he kicks regularly. I don't know why I'm here doing this. The doctor just listened to his heart rate and then set me up with this. I don't know what's going on, but I was so stressed out. They tell you everything's looking great, everything's going good, and then it's like, well, then why am I doing this? What's going on? Now I have to get those done when I go back to the doctor. And the whole time I'm there for 20 minutes just clicking this freaking thing. Every time I feel him kick, I don't know what I'm supposed to, I don't know what's good. I don't know if him kicking a lot is good or if him not kicking is good. Like when she first hooked me up to that thing, he did not like that. He was going balls to the wall. Like you could see my stomach just moving. He did not like being hooked up to that. Like she put some jelly on it, but it looked kind of like ultrasound stuff. Then she hooked me up to it and she's like, oh yeah, a lot of them, they just don't like this. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? I don't know. But I was stressed. And then part of the reason I can't sleep too is because I'm having another C-section and that's rough. God, what am I doing? I'm just stressed. Since I'm getting my tubes tied too, I'm like, hopefully it doesn't take too much longer, because I remember when I had Serena, it was like they had her out in a few minutes with my C-section and then the rest of the time was them stitching me up. It was like, I don't know, they had her out in like 10 minutes and then they spent like a good 45 minutes like stitching me up, and Kiefer went to the nursery with her. Gonna be having him September the 3rd, but I could go into labor early. Every time I go to the bathroom, I'm low-key kind of hoping my water breaks because I can't. This pregnancy is kind of killing me a little bit, y'all. A month and a half ago, my last ultrasound, I have not been getting a whole lot of ultrasounds done this time either, which is, I don't know, like, what are you doing? I had to ask them the last time, like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm overdue for an ultrasound, and he's like, oh yeah, you are. Let me set you up. And hey, gorgeous. You want that? Okay. 1 second. But, I mean, I had her, like I said, I had her at 36 weeks. I'm 35 right now. I'm telling everybody that books appointments in the month of August, I'm like, look, I might have him early. Right now, he's pretty content in there. He's not showing any signs of being ready to come out anytime soon. So, I might not have him early. And my husband, at his job, they have 1 month paid paternity leave. So, he'll get to be off and help me. Like, when I had Serena, he had like 2 weeks vacation that he used to take off, and then he wasn't able to get his 1 month right then. I think she was like 4 months old when he got it because he had to have been there for a year. He's been there for like 4 years now though, but he will get to help me heal and all that good stuff. That's gonna be really nice because it's really hard recovering from a C-section. I'm trying to do this update and have it ready before I have him so that y'all know what's going on, because with my studio being down in the basement, after I have the baby, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it down here for a while. Be upstairs just taking care of my newborn, which we're naming him Rowan. Don't know his middle name yet, but we're naming him Rowan. And a month and a half ago, they estimated that he was already almost 4 pounds. I think he's gonna be a big baby. He's hard to carry, low, and he's actually head down. Serena was breech the whole time, so
I got your phone.
You're fine, honey. You can keep watching it.
I can't see it.
What's going on with it?
It's black here again.
Okay, let me take a look.
Water.
But anyway, I was trying to do a lot of filming before I had him so that I'll have that out of the way, and I was trying not to go the whole year without posting, and then I've had so much going on like constantly. It's been like literally like being on a roller coaster. You're flying, you can't stop it, you can't do anything. I really can't wait to meet the baby. I'm trying to think of if I had anything else to update you guys on. I just had my baby shower. That was the day that I filmed the original this video that I ended up not using. We did a Lord of the Rings theme. We're doing a Lord of the Rings theme nursery, but it's pretty much just green because and brown. Like, I don't know. There's no decorations in there. I have not had the time. I've been trying to work to get people squeezed into the shop, and then I've been trying to work on giving my daughter a good summer too before I have the baby, because she deserves it. We've been trying to do a lot with her. Like, we took her to this zoo, and it wasn't just like the little old local zoo. Like, we drove 3 hours to like a really, really good zoo. I took her to the city pool, and I'd like to have done that more. We used to live really close to our local pool, our old house, and now it's probably like a 20-25 minute drive. I haven't really gone as often. Plus, this summer it has been like really hot or really, really rainy. I don't know, it's crazy. This weekend, she doesn't know it yet, but we're planning on going to a water park. We found a little water park that's like an hour away. It has some good stuff for kids, so hopefully this weekend. I've got a birthday party one day, and then the next day we're hoping to go to the water park. That's gonna be fun. We're just trying to do stuff for her because I'm a big, you know, kids only have so many summers in their life, and I just want her to have a good one every year. I want to do stuff with her. I really wanted to take her to the beach, but it's been a little too hot for a pregnant lady. I mean, I'm sure other people can stand it, but I'm not up for that at the moment. Plus, we've had a little too much going on, and my husband, he's not a beach kind of guy, unfortunately, so I hate it when you do your eyeliner. It just looks like crap. Or like one of them is, this one's good, this one not so good. Gaming channel, I'm hoping to do a lot on there. I've got my PC. I've got some games downloaded that I would like to, but I really want to do some gaming content soon, so make sure y'all are subscribed to the gaming channel. I'm hoping to at least get one game played before I have the baby. Alright, sorry, I had to finish the rest of my makeup off camera. I saw what time it was, and I was like, I need to go make my daughter some lunch, and good thing I did, because I went upstairs, and the insurance adjuster was in the driveway. There was like 2 cars in my driveway, and I called my husband because there was nobody in the cars, and I was like, what's going on? And I figured that was what it was for. We're working on like getting a new roof put on the new house, but anyway, so I'm glad I went upstairs. That is what's been going on in my life lately. It's been a lot of big stuff. New house, new baby. So yeah, this is the last baby though. There's no more surprises because I am booked to get my tubes tied. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and I will try to get some videos out before I have the baby, and like I said, that should be September 3rd, and then after that we'll have to see how I'm doing. It's really good to be back. I've missed making videos really, really bad, so I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!